I am a publisher, writer, editor, daughter, sister, auntie, dog mom, and many other things, including currently a cancer patient. But I am not a doctor or medical professional of any sort. What you are about to watch is an episode of my journey through cancer. I'm sharing my adventure with you in hopes that you'll find something here that's comforting and maybe even inspiring. This video is not intended to provide any sort of diagnosis or treatment plan. Please go talk with your doctor for professional medical advice. You know, one of the things that I was concerned about before the cancer diagnosis was the health of my bones. I broke my leg at 57, and on my 60th birthday, I broke my hip. I had a bone density test after the hip break, after that had healed, and my bones, as it turns out, were healthy. I had just had 2 freak accidents. But it had been nearly 5 years, and at my annual checkup, just a few weeks prior to the cancer diagnosis, my doctor said, let's do another bone density test. And because losing bone density is common as one gets older. Bone cells aren't replaced in the same way other cells are. They're slower to replace themselves, and this can cause osteoporosis, and that's when bones get thin and full of holes and brittle. And osteoporosis occurs because people have poor nutrition, or they're not taking enough calcium and vitamin D, and women after menopause lose bone density because they don't have enough estrogen in their systems anymore, and I am way past menopause. So now here I have another bone worry. Now I have cancer to worry about because chemotherapy drugs can mess with the density of your bones. And so can radiation therapy, especially around the pelvic area in women over 65. And I am going to be having radiation in my pelvic area, and I am now 65. So how do I reduce the risk of bone loss during cancer treatment? Okay, first of all, early detection. Man, if you haven't had a colonoscopy, get one. If you're putting off any tests like a mammogram or anything like that, don't put them off. Go get your cancer, find out about your cancer as early as you can. I put off the colonoscopy, and I'm really, really sorry I did that. Take calcium supplements and eat calcium-rich foods like broccoli and yogurt and cheese, and those are all foods I love, so I don't have any problem with that. I start every morning with a smoothie where I have, big handfuls of spinach and fruits and vegetables in them, so pretty good on diet. But I also take supplements. I take a calcium supplement every day, and I also take vitamin D it's reinforced with K2, because they help. Vitamin D and K2 will help your body absorb the calcium more efficiently. Then you can also take, I'm going to screw this name up. I don't know how. Let me just look at this here. Biphosphonates. I don't know if somebody's going to correct me on that, but these are prescription drugs that help slow the loss of bones, bone cells, and they actually may help increase the production of bone cells. But I have it on a note to ask my doctor about this when I go for my next appointment. Can I take these now during cancer, or should I wait until after cancer? Can we do another bone density test? Because I want to find out if I need them, and I'd also like to be able to monitor my bone density as I go through cancer, just to make sure that my bone health is as optimal as I can make it, considering what I'm going to go through. There's exercise, especially weight-bearing exercises like walking and dancing. They help stimulate the production of bone cells, and they help also to build the muscle around the bones so that you're more stable, and it helps keep you from falling. And the other thing is to keep a healthy weight, and so I'm looking at that as another reason to be thankful that I dropped the 52 pounds I packed on during the pandemic years. So now I just need to maintain while I'm going through chemo and radiation. So, you know, I have cancer, but I'm looking forward to a life after cancer. And I need strong bones to do all the things that I want to do, that I have left to do with the rest of my life. So cancer is just, you know, it's one more reason to move taking care of my bone health up on my priority list.
If you liked this video or found it helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell.